Hi everybody, welcome to my Flosstube. This is Don't Run with Scissors, otherwise known as Kelly. And on Instagram is his Princess Kelly. I hope that I am your favorite Jeep driving mother of twins lawyer, has two crazy rescue dogs, and likes to craft, for starters. That's me. It is Labor Day here in the States. It has been a glorious day. To the point where we had the Jeep top off. We went topless today. We were able to go topless most of the week, actually. I have survived yet another week of classes and working. And my house doesn't look like a tornado blew through it. Well, okay, no worse than it normally does. The bathroom is clean because I cleaned it. Remember the book I told you guys about? The one about cleaning when you feel like you're drowning? That was probably the best $7.99 I have spent in forever. So I used the Clorox toilet wands. Bought two of them. They're $8.99 a piece at Walmart without a coupon. And they come with the little disposable thingies. Not a whole lot. But a box of the little thingies aren't much money. So I bought one. I have one for my toilet and one for my shower, my bathtub shower. So I had a little bit extra energy and I needed a little break. So I went in there at one point and I scrubbed my toilet. It was sparkling. I still take a bleach wipe to the seat in the outside because you can't toilet bowl one on that. So then a little while later, like I went and did some more, went back to studying and did some more work, and I went back later and I scrubbed my shower. My shower has never looked better since living here. It's freaking fantastic. Well, then I had 2 out of the 3 things done. So I went ahead and wiped down the counter, the sink and everything. Made it all sparkly. The only thing left is to mop the floor, which really does need to be done. But I'm going to do it when I mop the laundry room in the hallway. There was no stress about it. It was great. Like, great. Not a problem. So now I'm set up for a great clean bathroom week. Perfect. So much easier. And again, my bathtub looks better than it has in a long, long, long time. So today we took the Jeep. Y'all, I only have a two-door Jeep Wrangler. He's so little. George is little. I put this big old chair and a half. Took the top down, popped the seat up, put a big old chair and a half, and drove it from this lady's house. Probably about 10-15 miles. It was a heck of a deal. I bought this chair and the ottoman, $80. It's like a Pottery Barn. I think it's Row though, so I don't know, but it's the same style. It's just glorious. So yeah, apparently you can fit a chair and a half in the back of a Jeep Wrangler on a good day. So then I came home. Bean and I did all of our homework through the week, and I think even part of next week's. I think we worked a little bit even further ahead than we thought we were. For ASL 1, I'm up to date and current on ASL, or on orientation to deafness. I have some bigger projects that I want to start getting work done on. But right now I just need a mental break. We worked over 4 hours on Friday night alone on ASL 1. Yeah. But my name, Kellly. Last name, R-I-G-L. He yells at me because I usually keep my knuckles up and then dash. G-R-E-N. So yeah, and then I go, what? So very fun. We learned cat. Well, we didn't learn it. We had to look it up because I was looking about something else. This is cat. So it's like the cat's whiskers. We had a thing that we had to watch and answer questions to, and the girl was like this, and I was like, well, I think she means cat, but that's not the sign for cat. This is the sign for cat. So I was like, what thing with horns? What is she talking about, horns? So I send the video clip to her. She used to be a client of mine. She's now in New York, so that's the only reason she's not a client of mine anymore. And she is a certified interpreter. And I was like, Hope, what the heck is she talking about? I'm like, something with horns. And she goes, no. She doesn't know the sign for cat. So she's describing what the cat does and looks like so the guy can tell her how to find the sign for cat. Okay. I understand. I feel stupid. But now I remember that this is not cat. This is cat. It is amazing how many words we have learned already. It is mind-boggling. I'm glad that both my kids are taking it with me because that gives us people to practice with. And right now, most of what we're practicing is finger spelling and basic words like, okay, again, slower, again, slower. Sometimes I can watch the videos at regular speed. Sometimes I have to slow them down to catch it all. But Bean and I looked at everything, and based on right now, I've only missed 6 points total in the whole class. Out of close, what did we figure? I think there's like 80 points already that we've been given. So I have an A right now, and I don't want to blow my A because we all know me. So, you'll have to forget the dog. Maisie has found her or she sits behind me. If I'm leaning forward, there's that space. She'll get up behind me. She clearly likes the chair. A big girl is laying on the floor. She's kind of annoyed because she can't get in the chair with me. Not with the little dog. I'm sure if the little dog goes away, she will try to climb up in this chair with me. And if we snuggle, there's probably room for her. So, like I said, we've been working. Got several new clients in through the doors, which is fantastic. I have managed to go ahead and do most of my Christmas shopping. I know. It's only September. But now I don't have to worry about it. It's not going to be a burden on my finances or anything like that. If I pick up, I mean, I have to still pick up a couple little things, but, and finish making some things, but it's kind of nice to just go, okay, paid off our tuitions. Now I'm waiting on the refund check from financial aid. I bought our books. Everything's taken care of. It's not a problem. I bought my chair. I cannot wait now for sure to get the second coat of paint up in here and then get this flooring laid. It is so my vibe. I have, you could just, still trying to find, okay, my big girl is chewing on her Kong, and really she eats them. So I picked up this little end table off of Facebook Marketplace, and it's got a little, little storage drawer. So cute. I bought it for $40. So cute. The chair was $80. Love it. And that includes the ottoman. And then the lamp there, I actually bought when we lived at our old house previously off of an old high school friend. And I think I paid $10 for it. I love my little seat. I'm not even going to lie. I love it. And my bike is right there, so I could get up and just go bike. I'm not going to today because it's Monday and it's rest day, but I could. And that's what's important. And then, Maisie. I don't know what I'm going to do with her. Look at, I mean, if that's not the most pathetic looking dog. Y'all, I can't even with this one. So I have a friend who has taken on a challenge, and she's trying to work on her art skills, and I think she's it's been great, but it's been fun to watch her progress. So every day she does a different dog drawing for 100 days. So she asked all of us for pictures. So I sent her pictures of each one of my girls, and yesterday was Maisie's day. It's so cute. I cannot wait. She asked me if I'd like it. Like, absolutely. I'm like, please sign it. Let me know what I owe you. I absolutely want it. But I'm torn because I'm really good friends still with the person who fostered Maisie that we got her from for the rescue. And I'd kind of like to send it to Stephanie as a thank you gift. But then I won't have it. And that makes me sad. So I got to figure out something. Or I could like stitch one of the Plum Street samplers with the wiener dogs for Stephanie. So that said, to be fair, I didn't get a whole lot of stitching done. And I don't know which one of us is surprised, because I don't know that I really am. I'm too tight. Like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we don't get back to the house till about 10 o'clock is what we've been averaging, between 10:15. And then like on Wednesday mornings, I have to be up because Bean's got a 9 o'clock class.
I don't know.
William does. You have a Wednesday morning class.
Oh, yeah, I do. I thought you were talking about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the boy child has a class at 9. Wednesday, Bean has a class at 9. I don't think either one of them have a class on Thursday morning. I don't remember offhand. Nobody right now has class on Friday, so I usually use Friday is my for sure, like, okay, if they have to go to the doctor or they have whatever, we do it on Fridays. Or I know for sure I can meet with clients on Friday. Bean has a class on Saturday morning. And then we start it all back again. Next Monday is going to be chaotic. That, I believe, is the day that the boy child's 2 classes, band classes, start. So really and truly, if I don't do homework, like I had that great plan. Oh, Monday I'm going to do this. Friday I'm going to do this. Yeah, no. That sounded really good and lovely. It doesn't work. No. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So now we just do homework all the time, it feels like. And I do, I have to drive up north this Wednesday, so I'll drop Bean off at class. My mom's actually going to pick her up, take her to lunch, and then bring her home. Yeah. Oh. So I've been reading. I'm on book 77, I think, right now. 78. I'm reading 2 at the same time right now. So what I've decided is, like, and I was reading a lot of very heavy books. Books about Holocaust survivors, things like that. About the victims from Larry Nassar. I mean, those are very heavy, emotionally taxing books. And that was fine. And I have very much enjoyed. Is enjoyed the right word? I guess in some ways it is the right word. Whatever. Those books have been very dear to my heart. I think maybe that's the way of saying it. But I'm finding that now that I'm doing so much with classes and work, because even though it's 11 credits and it's not technically full-time, okay, one more credit hour is full-time. So we're going to school full-time, I'm working full-time, and then we'll talk about the other two opportunities that have unfolded. It's leaving me very drained. So when I want to read something, I want it very light, more like the Percy Jackson or the Harry Potter books. Although, okay, I finished the 7th book, and I don't know if I did it this last week or the week before, and I told you guys, whoever didn't warn me about that, y'all suck. You should have warned me. Somebody should have warned me. It was bad enough in book 6, and I was like, how come nobody told me? Including my physical therapist, who knew I was reading it, and she's like a big fan of the books. Nobody warned me. So I'm just going to warn you, if you are invested in these books and you have not reached book 6 and 7, brace yourself. Brace yourself. It's emotionally hard. I told you guys about the girl in my class. I don't remember her name. I'm going to have to make her sign it again to me. She's very nice. She came the first night of class dressed head to toe in Ravenclaw. I asked her if she was going to come to class in a different cosplay outfit each time. She had said no, she's always Ravenclaw. And then I talked to her. She's so sweet. I talked to her again this last Thursday. And I think she may wear a little bit more variety, like more different cosplay people. And I'm honestly in awe of it because she looked like, unless you, it was in your face, but it wasn't in your face. I don't know how to say that. Like, she looked like she could have gone anywhere. I mean, well, clearly she could. But like the first week she had on like a Ravenclaw, like varsity jack sweater sort of thing. And the plaid skirt, and she had a little headband on, and the knee-high socks and stuff. They were all Ravenclaw themed, and she looked totally adorable. But it wasn't like she didn't pull out a magic wand, and she wasn't wearing a wizard jacket. So like, you know, there was that. So, but she's very nice, and she signs pretty. She has a much bigger base in her ASL than we do. So, but she's very sweet. And when I really get lost, I must get this look of panic because she'll go and she'll kind of fill me in. And it cracks me up. Again, she's very sweet. My other class, Orientation to Deafness, she just sent out an article that showed where babies of people who sign, you know how babies babble and they're like mama mama da 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 da. Babies who are part of the deaf culture and have parents who sign actually babble. They've learned that they babble with their hands, just like hearing children go mama mama ba ba ba, whatever. So I find that absolutely bloody fantastic and fascinating. I would have never known. So yeah. I'm trying to think what else is going on. That's the big ones. So that said, I did get some stitching done. Again, not a boatload. This week I may be able to get on a little bit more depending on how Wednesday unfolds. I know that I'm leaving I'm dropping Bean off about 8:45 for class, and then I'll start heading north. It's about a 2-ish hour in good, like without all the construction. So I know I'm leaving myself plenty of room because we have to be up there by 12:30. So, and then I'll leave there. I have to leave there by 2:30 to make it back and I'll drive right to my class. So depending if I get to leave Claire earlier and I have more time, I'll still go right to class. But I can always sit there and stitch. I'll keep a project in the Jeep if I get up there too early. I can grab a cup of coffee and sit and stitch and decompress. So yeah. So that said, we went to a Labor Day party last night or yesterday, and it was just like a barbecue cookout of Amy and Larry, who I talk about all the time, I think. I absolutely adore Amy and Larry. And I'm so glad that they're my friends. And they had a lovely barbecue cookout kind of thing with her family and part of his family and some other friends and stuff. And it was really cool. So I was sitting at a table with other people that I knew some of them from before. And come to find out, the one woman cross stitches and stuff. And I was just sitting there, I was like, I could stitch while we're talking. It wouldn't be a big deal. And that's exactly what I did, which is how I found out that the one woman cross stitches. But she's always done kits. She does Christmas stockings. Each year she does one Christmas stocking. I think that's fantastic. She buys the kit. It's all there. It's all handy. So that's really cool. So I pulled out 99 because I think it's a fun stitch. It's not overly complicated. I had taken Pikachu too, just in case, but I was like, I want to stitch on 99. It's just one of those things. So we actually got 2 more added. I know I'm so far behind if I really was, but whatever. So we added these 2. I do need to go back and put I need to do the shelf. But I think this is the one. It sounds bad. I may take 2 projects with me on Wednesday. I'll take 99 and I'll take Pikachu. Pikachu is easy just because they are large blocks of color and it's no counting. So yeah, so we've got 99, which again, is one of my favorite stitches. The other one that I thought, okay, if I'm not gonna, like, I've been wanting to start this so badly. We all know that's what I've talked about the last couple times. So I finally did. I finally started it. I know Janet Jabber is doing it. I think Candace K is doing it. Amy, are you doing it? I don't know. But it's a retired Heaven and Earth, and I was gifted this. I'm so excited. But it's Magic Study. And it's just, that's so my daughter. The messy room and all. That's Bean. So we started it. So if I counted my inches right in my conversion, I'm doing it on 18 count. That's my start. My fabric is 60 inches wide by I think I did 72 inches down just to make sure I had extra room and had enough. But to be fair, that's like 100 stitches. That's the crazy part about it. So I just picked a 10 by 10 square and was just going to fill it in, and that's how I was going to work it. But then the one thread, I had more of it, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to cut it off now. Just keep, so that's, yeah. So now you've seen all of the stitching I did last week. But again, it's taking a long time. It's taking a long time. And but I'm so proud. I know that I think, like I said, I know that I have a solid A as of right now. Now that could totally change whenever. Bean also has an A. The boy child, I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't study with us. He tells me he's got it under control. I don't know. I'm worried because it is one of those classes that the more we can practice with each other, the better off we are. And it's one thing to be able to do the little quizzes online because you can watch them over and over and over. But that's not going to really help you if you have to actually interact with people. So it's the, sitting and finger spelling with people and watching your signs um, and practicing. So yeah, I don't know what this next week is going to bring as far as stitching. Um, Hopefully, I'm gonna stitch tonight. I have, like I said, I have, I think, 2 research projects, but I have several weeks to work on them, so I'm gonna split up time. So I may just spend the rest of the night decompressing, honestly, and gearing up for the next week, um, and stitching. I think that may just be exactly what we do. I ate popcorn for dinner, so there's that too. That's the other thing. Like, I was so into a routine of like, okay, I can run to the grocery store here that at this time and stuff, and it's really and truly been a whole. I'm having to replan and rethink how I could do things. Like, I know we're out of milk and stuff, so I ended up. Kevin and I did a shipped order for a few things, and I put my milk on there, but like the shipped order got delivered to his house, and tomorrow he's asked me to meet when they deliver from Costco. So in the morning, I have to drop the boy off at school, run to my office and take care of a couple things and grab my file for Wednesday, run back here, pick up the boy child, head over to his house to grab the shipped order. I'll bring the groceries back here. We'll be able to grab something to eat, and then we'll have to hit the road for class. And then I come home, it's 10:30 at night, and I will crash out and go from there. And then we wake up the next morning and I'm driving to Claire. Um, so either I'm going to have a ton of stitching that I can do because I'm running early to different things, or I'm going to have basically not very much. I really do want to get some painting done. Because I do like this chair. I do like sitting here rather than at the kitchen table all the time, just kind of curling up. Yeah, my dog is now sitting behind me. Remember when your kids used to use you as a jungle gym? Now my dog is. And because she's part dachshund, they burrow. She likes to burrow under the pillows, wherever. Yeah. She's a character. She's a character. Both my dogs are characters. Go figure. Um, I know what I'm going to work on. I actually brought it over to work on. I'm going to figure out this circle tonight as best I can. I finally made it to Kinko's and made a one big solid piece pattern of it, of the Marine Corps emblem. And yeah, I'm gonna figure this out tonight. Hopefully, God, fingers crossed. So if I can do that, I may just stitch on this, so I can get that circle. I figure once the main circle is done, like the outline, it will be easier to stitch. And this is one. I've been really grateful. They figured out a major part of what was going on with my friend's husband, who this is going to be a gift for. And he's actually doing really, really well. Knock on wood. But I don't want to chance it. So yeah. So this is, I think, what my project is going to be tonight. If I get frustrated with that, I'm going to set it aside and I am going to work on Pikachu just because Pikachu is a customer. So yeah. I have decided I like my cup. I just need to personalize it, but I have the Cricut. And I love my Cricut. I've been using it more. But now I'm trying to think I got to get a second whiteboard to go with the one I have so that I can have the entire semester up on boards and then I can switch it. So, Vina's actually really liking being at our community college. I think it's just because we do our homework together. I don't know. So, it's all good. So, on that happy note, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get back to my work. I will talk to you guys later. As always, if there's something you need that I can help you with, throw it down below. And we'll go from there. Oh, totally forgot. I would have signed off. Then y'all would have been like, what the heck? So my big announcement that I hinted at last week, Clay from Stitch Life and I now have formed a pattern company, designing patterns. We seem to be able to bounce ideas off of each other really well. So we are Jukebox Stitchery. So we're getting all the things together. I know that he and I are working on a pattern to help with the 100 hours of stitching for MMIW, so Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women. Michelle Bendy is kind of spearheading that, I think. Clay and I are hoping to have the pattern to them to help that the sale of which the money would go to that organization. And I'm totally blanking on what the organization is named. But it is in order to not only raise awareness, is my understanding, but also help confront and hopefully fix why there are so many murdered and missing Indigenous women. So there's that. And then I have been talking with Dana from Stitch Life magazine, and her and I both really want to see the magazine continue. There would have to be some changes, and we're open to that. But yeah, I may be working with Dana in the magazine. So we'll see, because, why not have 4 jobs? And I tried to explain if somebody can find this, okay, I'm 50 next month. There's an SNL skit, and I want to say Eddie Murphy was in it. And he's like the Jamaican guy, and he talks about how he has like 47 jobs. And he's like, you're lazy. You only have 27 jobs. She has 37 jobs. Why are you so lazy? And I try to explain, like, I cannot find, I don't know how to search on YouTube to get it to pull up, because I've been trying to, because my kids don't believe me that this is a thing, and I think it's absolutely hysterical. And they're laughing. They're like, really? You need to take on another thing? Really? I guess so. So, yeah. Lots of great things. Like I said, it's been great. I just, but then I'm like, I gotta paint. When the heck am I gonna paint? So, again, on that happy note, let me know what I can do for you. If you happen to have a link to that Saturday Night Live skit, that would be great. You can always reach me on Instagram at His Princess Kelly. And yeah, happy signing.